This is your one and only 𝐹iReSpark81 with your daily dose of video goodness, and today we are going to talk about my thoughts on the Hildirs Request update. Let's get to it. So I've seen a ton of chatter online talking about how the Hildirs Request update is a bad update. So I wanted to make a video about it, highlighting some of the awesome features that are coming in this update, as well as talking about some of the problems with it. So first I want to talk about some of the best features that are coming in this update. This update is actually jam-packed full of stuff, but we're just gonna kind of highlight over the things that I think are the best. So first off, obviously, the new NPC, Hildir, she's a place to spend gold, and we need more places to get rid of gold, because my last playthrough, I was literally using gold to decorate my house and putting it underneath my auto chicken coop for my eggs to land on, because I had so much of it, I just did not know what to do with it. So anything that adds a new outlet for us for gold is absolutely welcome and amazing. Then we have the new dungeons with the mini bosses. Having other things to do besides just going after the main world bosses is always going to be good and add more to the game. It helps fill the game out a little more so it's not just one straight path. You have other things to do to keep you busy. And with these three new dungeons, the Smoldering Tomb, the Howling Cavern, and the Sealed Tower, we get a new dungeon type, which is also a fantastic addition to the game. We get the open world dungeon, which is different from the other dungeons because you can actually just explore this one in the world. It's placed on the map, as where the other dungeons that we have are actually placed way high in the sky to the point where you can't see them above the map, and when you walk into them, it just teleports you up to the dungeon. This update also comes with world presets and modifiers, which is absolutely amazing and something that should be pretty much standard with any survival game. This allows you to tailor the game to your liking. It prevents you from having to download a bunch of different mods to do so, and it's just a great addition. World modifiers also add a ton of accessibility to the game, which allows more people to enjoy it, which is always a good thing. We also get new crafting station extensions for Mistland crafting stations, allowing us to upgrade our Mistlands gear to tier 3. Another absolutely fantastic addition coming in this update is the barber station. This allows you to quickly and easily change the look of your Viking. We're also getting a bunch of new hairstyles and beards, which is always great for customization. I'm always a fan of customization. Another absolutely amazing quality of life update we are getting in this patch for builders is a manual snap points. So you can quickly and easily just hit a few buttons to rotate through manual snapping options, which makes building so much better. It just feels 1,000 times better. Other fantastic quality of life additions that are coming to this update are the quick stacking and fast quick stacking ability. So I'm just calling the other thing fast quick stacking. So basically quick stacking, you open the chest that you want to put stuff in, and you can click a button and stack like stacks in that chest. Then you have the faster version of that, which just allows you to look at a chest and hit Shift E, and it'll automatically stack everything of like stacks in there. You don't even need to open the chest. This is absolutely amazing. This, along with the world modifiers, are the two best things coming in this update, in my opinion. And last but not least, we got some slight tweaks / reworks to how the crafting bench works. So they've increased the range, and it is now a cylinder instead of a sphere. So beforehand, it was a sphere, which meant that if you wanted to build high, you needed to place more crafting stations above your original crafting station. Now that's not the case. Now it's a cylinder that goes from the top of the map to the bottom of the map. So you can build one crafting station and build as high as you want to build with that one crafting station, as long as you're building inside of its area. So we're getting tons of quality of life updates that are just going to make the game feel so much better with this patch. But as always, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. So let's talk about one of the biggest problems with this update. The biggest issue and the biggest complaint that I see is that the quests that you do for Hildir are not very rewarding. And this is kind of true, but kind of not true. This is all a perspective of the type of gamer you are. If you're playing this game in a roleplay fashion, the rewards you get from doing Hildir's quests are going to be great for you, because it's going to add to your roleplay capability. However, if you're not really into the role-playing thing, the only real thing that you can get from these quests that is somewhat rewarding is the eggs out of the sealed tower. This allows you to get chickens before you fight 𝐈𝐦𝐻𝐵𝐽. Every one of the outfits is absolutely useless to you if you're not doing any type of roleplay situation, which I gotta say I was kind of shocked to see. I thought for sure these would have some type of stats to them, not armor, but like boosting some random stat. For example, we got the fishing hat in a previous patch, which boosted your fishing skill. And honestly, this is just an easy fix, and it's pretty clear what the fix is. They should just add stats to the different types of clothing. Now, if you're not familiar with the situation, there's 3 tiers of clothing that you unlock, and each tier makes the clothing a little bit fancier. So all they really need to do is add random skill modifiers to the different types of clothing, and they could do a couple different ones like wood chopping, fishing, and pickaxes. And they could do 3 tiers of them. So for example, tier 1 could be +5, tier 2 could be +10, and tier 3 could be +15. And because the clothing has no armor, even if you give it these stats, it will mean it has no combat value. However, giving it these stats will give it value outside of combat and make it feel more rewarding to those people who play the game but don't play the game for role-playing. This will give you a reason to actually go out and do the quests and carry that chest back to Hildir, because you can't portal the chest unless you have the world preset or world setting to allow portaling all items. At default, you actually have to trek this thing back to her wherever she is. Another big issue that I see a lot of people talking about, and that I do agree with as well, is that the other mini bosses should have some type of reward, because the last boss does have a reward. If you beat the last boss, the one that is in the sealed tower, you do get the capability to get eggs, allowing you to have a breeding pair of chickens without having to buy them or fight the plains boss. Adding small rewards like this to the other 2 bosses would make them feel rewarding and give you a reason to go after them, even if you don't want to go after them for Hildirs quest chain. And it doesn't even need to be anything that's a major type of reward. It could be something as mundane as a tool of the next level of where the boss is. So for example, the smoldering tomb could give you an iron pickaxe. This gives you 0 combat value, and all it does is make the game a little bit less grindy for you for a period of time. It would also feel really nice to get something like this before you go to the swamp. It also doesn't stop you from progressing in any way. You can't even upgrade it until you progress. But overall, I think this update is absolutely fantastic, and I think people need to think of this update as something more on the lines of it's going to make the game feel better as a whole because of all of the quality of life stuff, and not some type of update you need to just immediately run back to Valheim for. This is going to be something that when a big update does come out, so for example the Ashlands, and you do return to the game, if you haven't been playing for a while, the game is going to feel that much better for you. And I really hope we get a lot of these, I guess you could call it filler type updates in the future as well. They just add so much more to the game, everything from giving you more stuff to do to absolutely amazing quality of life features. So should you immediately run back to Valheim if you haven't been playing it a while when this update comes out? Not really. If you got nothing else going on, it may be worth hopping in, checking it out, doing another playthrough just to see how these changes feel to you. But if you got other games going on and you want to wait till the Ashlands update, you're really not going to be missing too much, and the Ashlands update is just going to feel that much better to you when you return to the game. Even if I do think the update needs a tiny bit of tweaking, I still think that it is an absolutely amazing update. All right, that's all I have for you for this one. Let me know what you all think down there in the comments section. If you found this video helpful and informational in any way, please consider hitting the subscribe button and notification bell so you can be notified when I upload other Valheim content. And if you're looking for some more Valheim videos, you can find a link to another one of my videos on the screen right now. I want to give an absolute massive shout out and thank you to all of my channel supporters for helping to keep these videos sponsor free. You all are absolutely amazing people. If you would like to become an official channel supporter, check out the links in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you're shy, you don't like to comment, just hit that thumbs up button and share your support. Until next time, thanks for watching.